Hey guys, Steven Chavez here, Dorado Surfaces. Thanks for tuning in again. It is episode 6, I believe. I really appreciate the response we've been getting from these videos. We've had people from India respond to us, one of the factories we buy natural stone from. He was down in Florida with another fabricator, and he was like, Steven, you're a celebrity. I just saw your video while sitting with a fabricator here down here in Orlando, Florida. I've been getting a lot of emails from you guys watching these videos. Had some phone calls. Really appreciate the response and the interactiveness that it's allowing us, the dialogue that's going on here. Some people are asking us questions. Some people are adding information to what they want us to talk about. So love the response. Keep it up. Email us, Steven C@DoradoSurfaces.com. I'll respond to you, and yeah, let's get on to episode 6 here. So episode 6, I want to talk about how the factories in China are pivoting to a new product that they are going to be introducing to the United States. And before I jump into it, I apologize for the video quality, and my phone seems like it's bouncing right now. I'm typically shooting these from my car. If you guys have watched any of the other 5 videos, you'll notice that I'm typically driving. I spend a lot of time behind the wheel, so it's a great time for me to get my thoughts out to you guys. So I apologize for the video quality, or if it's bouncing. I'm driving through right by Green Mountain Reservoir right now, and the road's a little bumpy. Anyways, so what's happened with China and the factories are, with the tariffs that have really hit their product to be imported to the United States, they've literally stopped selling majority of their quartz to the United States. There are still a few importers that are bringing in, Chinese imports, and they're paying the tariff. I've talked to a few of them. Whatever your stance is on that, it is what it is, but they're paying the tariffs. They're raising their prices dramatically, and they're going to see if the market will accept the higher price for the Chinese materials, specifically the Calcuttas, because nobody really else in the world right now can do the Calcuttas as well as the Chinese. The Chinese invented it. They're really good at it. It's a really popular, #1 color in America right now is that Calcutta statuario looking material. Bestseller right now. So no one else can do it. They're trying to figure it out. I know there's a couple factories in Korea trying to figure it out. I know there's a couple factories in India that are producing some. There's 1 or 2 factories in Vietnam that are selling some. They're just not as good. If you look at the difference between the Chinese material and these other countries, the Chinese are just way better at it. So it just looks way more beautiful, just a better product. So with that being said, what these Chinese factories are faced with is shutting down. I mean, they don't have the orders to keep the workers busy now. So they have shifted into a new product category. For today's video, let's just call it quartz glass. So they're basically adding glass instead of quartz to their mixture and producing the same color quartz slabs as before. So before, if they produced it a concrete gray and a quartz material, now they're doing the same concrete gray but in a glass material. And now the big factor with this is they're mixing the glass and the quartz so that the content of glass is higher, and then you are no longer in that quartz slab category. So I've seen the samples. I've put them in my hand. I've held them. I've put them next to our quartz samples, and I've even asked Adam Wemhoff in our Denver office. I held up 3 samples and I said, hey, which one's quartz and which one's glass? And he goes, I don't know. They're dead on. They're doing a good job with it. Now, what we do not know is how to actively import this material, and so we're looking at what classification code this falls under so that we can properly import it under the correct tariff code, so everything is legal and on the up and up. We've been testing it for how does it fabricate, bridge saws, water jets, CNCs, routers, all of that. Doing the MSDS testing on it and all that stuff to make sure that it's got the same properties as the quartz countertops. Now, it's going to be a tad bit different because you are adding glass instead of quartz. But from what we're seeing, it's not going to be enough of a difference for the end user to know the difference, meaning it's not going to stain more on everyday average use in your kitchen. It's not going to have any different responses than a traditional quartz countertop. So again, it's still under testing. It's not 100% proven yet, but the initial reports are looking promising and looking good. So what's going to happen 6 months from now? All the testing is going to be done. All the tariff code stuff is going to be figured out. They're going to ship material into the United States. Everything is going to be back to normal as far as the colors that the Chinese factories have produced and shipped to us in the past. As back then we knew it as quartz countertops. Now we're going to know it as a hybrid. It's going to be a quartz glass countertop product. So I would suspect that not all of the factories in China are going to have the availability to the raw material. There's just not as much glass out there currently as there is quartz. So you're going to have a raw material shortage. So not all the factories are going to be able to do it, but there's going to probably be multiple handful of factories that jump on this new product category, produce it, and it's coming into the United States. So that's an update. Look out for a new hybrid quartz glass product coming to the United States. I've held it in my hand. I've seen it. It looks identical. The testing is undergoing the scrutiny right now to make sure it's going to pass all the tests just like quartz countertops did. I will report back later on the testing part of it and the fabrication part of it. Our initial tests came back positive. It fabricates just like quartz. It edges just like quartz. It's stain resistant, heat resistant, all those other things. So again, primarily the very first testing run we did came back positive. Again, thanks for tuning in. Episode 6, Steven Chavez, Dorado Surfaces. Again, share this with all your fabricator friends, designers, architects, builders, whoever you feel can find that this information is valuable. I really, really appreciate, again, the responses I've got from all you guys. Keep sending them. Steven@DoradoSurfaces.com is my email. Love to hear from you. Thanks.